Hello again, witchy people. Back again for the YouTube Pagan Challenge 2018, and I am doing the letter P today. There was quite a lot I could have chosen for the letter P. Obviously, Pagan would have been I'm assuming that's going to be quite a popular one. Psychic ability, psychic awareness, psychic gifts. Patchouli, I love patchouli. Could have been something. Piercings. So many witches and pagans have piercings. Why is that? Is that something? I don't know. I mean, I obviously I have my tragus done here and 3 piercings in each ear, and I have had other piercings. All I've got left now is my tongue piercing. But that is actually because without it, I speak with a slight lisp. So the piercing stops me from lisping. But I chose none of those things. Instead, I chose palmistry. And okay, it is a kind of pagan thing. It's definitely a hedge witch thing. But it goes back to memories for me. And my mother's father, although he was brought up, his parents were some of the very first Salvationists. They were in the Salvation Army. And although he was brought up with that very strict Salvationist background, I, growing up, didn't know any of this, but he was very, very spiritual. He's the one who taught me about hedgerow medicine, about a lot of superstitions and old wives' tales. He was very folky, I suppose. He knew such a lot about nature, and whether that's just because of the age he grew up in, I don't know. But he liked to pass that on. But one of the things he loved to do when I was younger, when all my friends used to come round, whenever he used to visit, he used to read our palms. And he taught me to do it. He was incredibly accurate. He knew how old I was going to be when I had my first child, and it didn't surprise him at all. It was just one of those things. He knew these things, but he taught me how to read palms, and I did it for a long time for fun, which may be the wrong attitude to have, but it was just one of those things I was quite adept at, and I really enjoyed doing it. And it definitely got me into a lot of divination and scrying techniques, but palmistry was one I think I've forgotten more than I'll ever remember about it. It's something that I think you have to keep practicing, which is another P, I suppose, practice. It's something you do have to keep practicing to keep that knowledge in your head, especially for me, once again, with the problems I have. But yeah, palmistry was one of those things that really, it intrigued me how my grandfather could be so right, so accurate, so much of the time. And it also had that whole intrigue of how could you read someone's life, their past life and some of their future life, by the lines on their hand, and depending on which hand. And there are several different thoughts on palmistry. Some people think that the left hand is past and the right hand is future. Some people don't think that. Some people believe that you have to read the left hand for a woman and the right hand for a man. Like I said, there are many different thoughts on palmistry. There's lots of different pathways and traditions within palmistry. But yeah, it definitely goes back to that whole memory thing and growing up and being taught by my family to do something that has a huge impact once again on me being a hedge witch now. So there we go. That's my YouTube Pagan Challenge 2018 letter P, palmistry. Bye for now, witchy people.